What is up, you guys? It is Matty, and we have got some sneak peeks to look at today. So it is the February 2015 update. I don't know why Supercell keep allowing it to slip out, but again, it was posted on the forums, and you'll see by the screenshot I've got that yeah, it's all the same. And I did the same for the Christmas update, and they all were true. So you can sort of take this as word for it. And yeah, I've got some updates to talk to you about now. Some are really exciting, some are a bit, well, yeah, the one is a really strange one, and I'll go through those at the end. But yeah, let's get into it and see what we got, and I'll give you my opinions on them. So, stop your opponents with a mighty level 13 cannon, available at Town Hall 10. That's sort of expected. It's not a strange thing to happen, considering they've released the updated Archer Tower, and yeah, I figured they're gonna just keep buffing up Town Hall 10 until they bring out Town Hall 11. So falling with that in line as well, we've got the Dragon. The Dragon's got an upgrade as well. Obviously, I don't know what the stats are in terms of HP. Damage per second, anything like that, but dragons aren't really used very much anymore. They're pretty wasted troop at Town Hall 10, so maybe I think it's going to have to be a pretty significant jump from 4 to 5 to make people sort of start using dragons again, especially at Town Hall 10, because well, I assume it's Town Hall 10 anyway. It doesn't actually say. Well, actually, it's got to be because sorry, yeah, it's got to be because Dragos level 4 is only available at Town Hall 10. So that'll be interesting to see as to what if that changes anything in war, in general raiding. And the final sort of upgrade at Town Hall 10 is the level 9 mortar. So yeah, it looks like they're still trying to defend against Barch, improve these. The mortar, it's not a massively important defense at Town Hall 10, just because the Expos, the Infernos, Wizard Towers are just quite a bit more effective, I suppose. But yeah, not too fussed about the buff on that, or at the level 9. I can't see it being a huge upgrade. Can't see many people caring too much, but that's my opinion. But yeah, it's there. Now, moving into the building and economic changes, we've got air defense health has been increased across all levels. So that's just the HP of the air defense, not the damage per second. So it's not going to do any extra damage, it's just going to survive a bit longer, which will affect people who use Balloonian, obviously Dragon users as well. And it's across all levels, so even the lower ones are going to have more hit points, and that could be the difference between a 2 and a 3 star in war. It could be the difference between getting 50% and not in normal, I suppose, trophy pushing. So I'll be interested to see what the difference is in between. So league win bonus increase again. I mean, I was super happy about the last one, taking it from 120 to 180,000 for champion, and from 700 to 1200 I think on the dark. So be really intrigued to see what they're taking that up to, because that's going to cover the cost of, we're almost going to get to the stage where we're covering the cost of the armies in full. I don't think it's there yet if you're using like Balloonian and stuff, but that means you can just farm in Champions League. So we'll see how high it goes up. That'll be amazing though. And the wool prices have slightly been lowered as well for levels 8 and above. So skulls currently at 500,000, Legos at 1 million, lavas at 3 million, and zaps at 4 million. It'd be interesting to see how much they come down by, but it does say slightly. So I'd imagine it's going to go like from 500 to 450. I'd imagine it's going to go from like 1 mil to maybe 800, 900. And then 3 mil to 2.6 or something like that. That might be maybe what it's going to go down to, but only time's going to tell. This just gives you an overview of what they are, and then we can have a look when the actual update comes out as to what it will be. So experimental wall changes. Now I'll come back to this one. These sort of 3 points. and war number of an attacker will now be displayed in the war map. Yeah, you know, that's just a little graphical. It doesn't really make much difference. There's nothing to get excited about on that one. Now, redesigned artwork, that'll be nice to see some new pictures. Barb, Archer, Healer, Valkyrie and Witch. Good to see some new artwork in the game. New system to prevent bot attacks. I'm all against cheating in any form, so iMod, hopefully they're going to find a way to block iMod as well, but bot I think is a little bit different, so yeah, I'll be glad to see that gone. That's where they're just automating attacks. It's annoying that people can do that, just set their phone to just raid constantly and come back to full loot. That's not the game that we've signed up for, so glad that's being banned. The waterfall's back, not that I particularly noticed it had gone or it was there to begin with. Some people, I know there was on Reddit I saw a thread about it where people had clocked that the waterfall had gone by looking at previous pictures. But hey, if you like looking at some water in while you're in your resting in your village, then you'll be happy to see it's back. Redesigned lab and clan donating user interface. I'd be interested to see what that looks like. It always sort of, it's nice to see some updates when it comes to the like interface and graphics and stuff. It just makes the game have a new feel and maybe look a bit fresher. But again, I'm not here to bring you screenshots. I don't have any more information than this that I've been done, and I'm surprised Supercell have let this come out, but it's here. So the two big changes: you can now use upgrades. Heroes in war while they're being upgraded. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. That's one of my #1 wanted updates. That is, because it's so frustrating. Because I run a war clan. We've got other clans at war as well. And so many people have to sit out of war because their heroes are upgrading, and we're losing good members who just want to get their upgrades done but can't war without them because it's really difficult. And for that to be able to not affect war, I think that's great. I think it was inevitable because it mirrors the way that the defences work. Sorry, no, it mirrors the way that the heroes can defend. So they should be able to therefore attack when it's in a war scenario. So I'm really glad that that's coming, because just the ability to not have to hold back on your upgrades, so you can do, for me particularly, it's just making me fork out a load of gems to keep them going, because I run the war clan. But maybe Supercell have let it go, maybe and just thought, okay, enough's enough, let's let these guys use their heroes and stop blasting out all those gems. Anyway, now this one, the war stars, it's interesting. I've been having a think. Now, it's based on percentage, meaning that previously to get your 1 star you get your town hall, to get your 2 star you get 50%, and to get your 3 star you get 100%. So the thing that's changed obviously is the town hall. The town hall is no longer a star earning building by the look of it. Only in war, remember, this isn't in general. So does that mean town halls are going to go back outside? Does it mean people are going to, because it's such a high HP building, use it as strategic defense to cover key, more important buildings, say? I don't know. Yes and no. We're going to have to see. Means that the 2 star is harder, because 66% obviously being higher. So I'll relay this into maybe terms that you guys get. So previously, if a Town Hall 9 can 2 star a Town Hall 10 quite easily, really. If you've got high heroes, you can smash into a base, get to the Town Hall, and pick up enough buildings to get 50%. That's going to be almost impossible now. So it's creating almost the bridge is getting longer for Town Hall 9s being able to take down Town Hall 10s, and therefore it means that Town Hall 9s are going to have to really focus on taking down Town Hall 9s. Unless they're Premier Town Hall 10s, but that's a different story. And Town Hall 10s are going to have to take down Town Hall 10s. So it's sort of creating that sort of hierarchy in war situations, which means you can't sort of populate. So in our clan wars, I don't know if you've seen, a lot of our Town Hall 9s take down Town Hall 10s to free up the Town Hall 10s to get the 3 stars on the Town Hall 9s on the really tough ones. So Just going to change that slightly. Also means on like hog attacks and stuff and Lavaloon, when you miss the town hall and you get like 80, 90, 95, 98%, it just means you're going to get a guaranteed 2-star as opposed to missing the town hall and finishing like on a 99% 1-star. We've all done it, and it's bad. So I don't want to go too much into it. I've had some thoughts on how it might urge people to bring more buildings inside the base, make it just really think about that, less buildings on the outside, because that's gonna, if you think about it, if people can just barch 50-60% and then just do a small giant push in to get the 2-star. I mean, in Clan Wars it should still be the 3-star. It's not going to affect that side of it, I don't think, because people still need to be going for 3 stars. Maybe it might mean that people do a really hard to lure clan castle, because they don't have to focus the town hall in the centre. That might come out more for things like and a hard to lure clan castle obviously affects things like hog attacks, potentially Lavaloon as well, unless you're doing a quad. So I think there's lots of potential of, I think it's going to really change the game, particularly, well, mainly in the war scenario. So I'm optimistic as always. I don't just think, oh, you know, screw Supercell for doing all these updates and I didn't want that. I'll just go with the flow, as normal, adapt. That's what we're here to do, if you enjoy playing the game still. So anyway guys, that's been my sort of overall thoughts. I'm really excited for it to come. I think the estimated date, as you saw, was the 11th of Feb, so that's next Wednesday I think. So let's keep our eyes open for it. Presumably all the changes are going to be as I've just spoke about and read about. If not, I'll probably do another video. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts on it, what I know, which being this screenshot that I've got. And yeah, hope you guys are looking forward to it too. If you're not, either way, let me know in the comments, and we'll I'll talk back to you guys. And if you've got any more questions for me, let me know. Other than that, guys, peace out, and I'll see you later.